I'm Chris Edwards. Welcome to this week's Tennis Warehouse vlog. This week we have an edition of the Playtester Picks for you. So I'm going to jump straight in with my two picks. First up, I'm picking my tried and true, my trusty Tecnifibre TFight 300. I really like this racket. I prefer over the S model because with its 100 square inch head size, I feel like it's a more generous spin window. It can really attack the ball and get a lot of spin. This racket's got a low swing weight. It's very whippy. I can really get it through quickly. It really helps me get the angles I want to hit. Also, when I'm flicking a lob, get a lot of topspin on those shots. Doesn't have a ton of mass to drive through on the backhand slice, but I do get a lot of bite with that shot. Works very well on my drop shots from the backcourt and also when I'm up at net. Nice, crisp, clean feel, plenty of spin as well. I can get that racket quickly under the ball and get the ball to drop quickly and spin away from my opponents. So, love this one. I string it up with whatever party we're testing at the time and just have a good time with it out there on the court. Next up, I have another racket, and this one is a paddle racket from Babolat, and we're getting into paddle here at Tennis Warehouse, so be sure to check out paddlewarehouse.com, our new site. And I've been playing with this Babolat Counter Viper 2.5 a lot. It's a round-shaped racket, and so what that means is it has the lowest balance of the three racket shapes you get in paddle, but has a 365 gram weight. So I find it still has enough mass for my viboras when I'm hitting my bandejas. And when I'm looking to really control my volleys and cut under the ball again and get good spin, good maneuverability from that low balance. So I find this one really offers the versatility you'd find usually in something like a teardrop racket, but with that round shape, get a bit more control. Okay, let's check in with Troy Lara.
Hey everyone, Troy here. For my Playtester Picks this week, I have the Mizuno Wave Exceed Tour 6. This is one of my favorite shoes that we sell, especially compared to other lightweight tennis shoes. This time of year, in the spring's coming to an end, we're getting closer to summer, so for those warm days, this one has nice breathability, keeps me feeling nice and light on the court. And one thing with this that I like more than other lightweight shoes is the midsole is really well cushioned, has a nice bouncy feel, especially in the forefoot. That's where I really need it the most. So I love this shoe for a lightweight option. Another thing that's unique with this one for a lightweight shoe is it comes with a 6-month outsole durability guarantee. That's pretty rare for a lightweight speed-oriented shoe, and it's just super comfortable. Really like this shoe, so definitely one of my favorites. And then for a racket this week, I have the Whiteout 305 Extended with the 18x20 string pattern. I think that's a really nice thing about this racket is that it packs some good power, lots of plow through. It has a nice swing weight to it. And then you pair that with the 18x20 string pattern and it really helps me feel dialed in, connected to the ball. I just tested the newer version, the V2 with the open string pattern, but I prefer this one just a little bit more with that dense pattern. Gives me a little bit more feel on the volleys, and then from the baseline, I just feel like I'm really pinpoint with my precision. So I love this racket. I have it doctored up with a little bit of weight here in the hoop, the heavy butt cap from Solinco, and also a leather grip. So just dialed in, got some thin gauge Hyper G. So that's the racket I'm picking, and we'll pass it on to the next playtester.
Hey guys, I'm Brittany, and for my first playtester pick, I chose Solinco's newest string, the Mach 10. We just wrapped up our playtest on it, and I was really excited to get this into my racket. I was hearing a bunch of the other playtesters hit with this string, and I was looking for a little extra power in my current racket of choice, the Yonex E-Zone 100. And this one fit the bill perfectly for me when I got it strung up. It had some nice control and great spin, but it has that just a little bit added extra power, and so that was perfect when I was needing to put away my shots. It's available in several gauges, 16, 16L, 17, and 18, and also available in sets and reels. So I would definitely recommend trying this out. It also has that really fun blue color, so it looked perfect in my Yonex. And then for my second choice, I have chosen what I am calling my current shoe of choice, as well as potentially shoe of the year for me. This is the Wilson Intrigue Tour, and Wilson designed this shoe with the help of their WTA player Marta Kostyuk, and it's a women's specific shoe, so it's a great fit for narrow to medium width feet. Our wide width playtester did find it a little bit too narrow for her, but what I love about this shoe is that it does everything well. It's super comfortable. It has great support and stability, but in a lightweight package, so you really get the best of everything, and it even has some great durability as well. It's available in multiple colors. I really love the look of it. It's a great on and off court shoe, and we just wrapped up our playtest on it, so be sure to check that out shortly. That wraps up my playtester picks. I'm gonna pass it on to Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark, and for my playtester picks today, we're gonna start off with the Blumaka Max Cushion High Arch Support insoles. I chose these because as an older player, I'm definitely looking for maximum underfoot comfort, along with the fact that I have a higher instep foot type. Blumaka also makes these available in a low profile form for maybe those court shoes that have a shallower toe box, and they also are available for either low or medium arch heights. Now, I really like these inserts. Again, they're not only gonna plush out the comfort level, improve the support of any court shoe you have, it is also gonna prevent you from sliding or skidding around the inside of the shoe, which is a huge pet peeve of mine. As I rush the net to retrieve a drop shot, I kind of slide forward and get that toe jam. It's pretty painful, something I look to avoid at all costs, and these Blumaka insoles eliminate that entirely. Lastly, I'll touch on the value of these inserts. The durability is great. I've used plenty of inserts over the years and they always work great at the onset. However, through wear and compression, they do kind of break down and delaminate. And this one-piece, unipiece construction definitely makes these things durable through several different pairs of shoes. Be sure to check these out on the site. And next up, you gotta have maximum comfort for a shoe. This is the Diadora Speed Elite Star. I just love this shoe. It is a lightweight shoe for sure, with a higher than average level of midsole cushioning in both the forefoot and the heels of my shoe. This is just an outstanding option. I've been wearing this not only for playing tennis, but padel, pickleball, and this is also one of the shoes I would be most likely to be seen out around the town wearing. This is just an outstanding shoe, no break-in time required, and it is very rare that I will describe a court shoe as being luxurious, but when you add in the supple leather accents along the upper, they've incorporated that into the construction. It breathes well, bends well, and is just outstanding for a lightweight shoe. I do not feel very beat up at all after long sessions on the court with this one. And that's all I have for you today. Let's kick it back over to Chris as he's got some great vintage wood rackets to highlight.
All right, thanks, Boonie. Let's jump into that vintage wood. First up, I've got a Slazenger Challenge #1. This is a monoshaft classic wood racket here. Beautiful racket, comes strung, and the string's been in there from back in the day. So if you're gonna hit it, you might wanna consider getting a fresh string job in this one, but a beautiful collectible to hang on the wall in your collection. Still has the plastic on the handle, so that is in pristine condition. Next up, another Slazenger racket. We're getting into a Guillermo Vilas racket right here. Again, classic monoshaft construction on this one. Nice weightier, beefier feel on this one, so you're gonna get a bit more plow and swing weight than you would out of that Slazenger Challenge #1. Again, beautiful racket. Strings have been in there a while, so again, if you're gonna hit this one, get it restrung. Decently straight on that one, but I would put it in a press if it was in my collection. And then next up, we've got a head Guillermo Vilas racket. And so now we've got an open throat design in wood, and a little bit of info for you. Head were already making composite rackets, had to go back and learn how to make a wood racket to bring this racket for Vilas because he wanted to stay with wood. He wasn't quite ready to make that transition yet. So this one's a great collectible, and again, beautiful racket to get out and hit. And then last but not least, we've got the Snauert Brian Gottfried. This is just beautifully crafted racket from tip to grip. Just a really nice, good looking racket. Feels decently weighty in the hand as well. It's got the original leather grip on it, and get this one strung up and it'll be a great hitter to have in your collection as well. Okay, that's all I got for this week. Thank you so much for watching.